Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are y'all doing today?
Fantastic.
Doing all right.
Yay!
Good, good. It looks like we've got some volume issues, but we'll get those sorted out. Why don't we go down the line before we do anything else and introduce each other? I'm going to start. I'm Neil, also known as Koibu. I am the host, and this is my channel, and this is my show, Shenanigans. Rob.
I am Rob, as was just announced. I play Kuri, Silvertongue. I don't know what else is there to say. I'm not sure.
Who is Kuri? Can you give us, if you had to know one thing about Kuri or two
Kuri.
things about Kuri, who is he? What is he?
The one thing about Kuri is that there's two things about Kuri. That's the one thing.
Okay. Chloe.
Ooh.
I'm still not used to being called Chloe. It's weird. Yes, I'm Chloe, aka Fuzzy Freaks, which I actually, and I play Delanora, who's going a bit weird now. She's going
And
very weird.
Eric.
My name is James Frick, and I'm here to bring awareness to hats. But really, I'm Eric. I was in Hardcore Heroes. Did the audition, but now I'm here. And I'm going to be playing a character called Stanley. Stanley is basically Garth from Wayne's World, but without the glasses. And with poorly hidden elf ears.
Nice.
Been
Nice.
having fun? Not.
Eric was in our running for Hardcore Heroes and stepped down because boot camp is calling and he won't have time to actually play. So
You're
instead,
mad,
Well,
he gets to be in a Hardcore Heroes in Shenanigans
yeah.
for a bit. So we'll see
One of those.
there. Well, that was a very fast recap. That was the fastest recap we've ever done. So why don't we hop into game then, real quick, like.
All right. Well, I have a task for the chatters here.
Oh God.
Don't have a name for the new place yet. So I was thinking maybe they could help out people who watched last week. Since I've got this new place, doesn't have a name yet.
What
new
new
place?
place?
What have I missed?
Oh, what have you missed? Have you ever had one of those situations where the weekend starts with a few drinks and at the end of the weekend you're kind of waking up next to Crewbarb and Glib and you've stolen a casino from the mafia, hired an army of Unsullied, become the breaker of chains, and invented a new type of social media based on druids.
I had
You
forgotten
would.
entirely about that episode. It all came back to me in a rush.
So I need to name the casino.
This
Oh,
is
right,
why
so
you
the
guys don't let Rob play alone, because when
Wait,
Rob
wait,
plays
wait.
by himself, he breaks the game.
Oh, and I have an army
Another
of
casino.
followers that are
Yeah,
coming.
he stole a casino from the head of the Thieves Guild, raised an army of Unsullied, and conquered it,
Wow.
and invented a new type of
impressive.
druid-based social media called tweeting.
That's a lot for one session.
Called tweet. Oh, does it involve birds?
Yeah.
The druid messenger spell.
You send birds to tweet at other people for you. I had forgotten all
I'm gonna
about
get
that.
strong
Perfect.
beer out. Okay, I'm getting. This calls for the 9%.
We're gonna
beer.
need to switch from soda to beer for this.
This is the kind of campaign that I want to play in. Perfect.
I'm already on the beer. I'm
so
already on the
glad.
beer.
I'm so glad I'm here.
So
Let's see, so far we have the Scorching Pit, the
Yeah.
Great Dungeon.
don't do the grape dungeon, please. That is a reference to I refused to let them refer to one of my dungeons as a rape dungeon, so they called it a grape dungeon instead. So
Very, very subtle. Very subtle.
very subtle.
Given that it's a male strip club, maybe poles or something. I don't know. I would think it would lend itself to all kinds of possible names here.
Casino / Chippendales, to be more precise.
Yes.
If only I wasn't playing Dell,
Yeah.
because Dell is just like with all this
No.
stuff. Damn it.
She
She might enjoy the show.
She's kind of like the queen, you know? She's just a little... It all just kind of passes her by.
Pretty much, yeah. She's just like, oh well.
Do they have cake?
Yeah. She's just like, so where's the
They've
cup
got
for
meatballs,
tea?
actually. Very good at meatballs.
Grapes.
Chips and dips.
I am, by the way, just FYI, I am ordering a burger at this second. So
I am so jealous
yeah.
of you. There's no place in Vietnam that will deliver at 1 a.m.
Well, it's 6 p.m. here, so oh, shit, it's on Sunday though. Actually, let me just check that this place is actually open.
Paul's Poles.
Something like the greased grape. There you go.
Wet poles and sliced spicy meatballs. The hard shaft.
The staunch salami.
Oh god.
You could just go the salami and meatballs,
Yeah.
or just salami and meatballs, or Frank's Pokin' Place instead of
Yeah, there
Poker
you go.
Place.
The the risky click, something like that.
We'll let people keep working at it here.
Okay.
We'll see which
Yeah.
one of the ones we get.
I would be sort of like right on this shit, but I'm currently just looking at food. So
Good. Perfect.
I've had my fill of meat right this second. So you know.
Fantastic.
You could hardly even tell from the look on your face.
So we enter into our game today. Everyone is hanging out in Shenanigans. The three of you are sitting around a table. And Desmond, the proprietor, comes over to you, leans on the table and goes, well, look at you guys. It's early in the morning, by the way. We've got some new soups for you today. It's Borsch's special, Squirrel Spectacular that he picked up from one of his less reputable fellow friends back in Solemn. It's way better than that swill they're serving over at Big Ben's Brothel. Whatever. You guys interested in some soup?
Does it have carrots in it?
Sure. There's so many things you can do with squirrel.
I'm allergic to carrots, so if it has carrots, I can't eat the stew.
I'll ask Borsch. Des, I
Okay.
know you're always up
Thank
for
you.
some soup.
I'll have some soup, thanks.
Excellent. He claps his hands together and heads back towards the kitchen. You guys have a moment alone if there's anything you'd like to discuss. Or
So
not.
you guys like? Do you like wizards?
Is it?
I don't have anything against them.
Wizards are pretty cool. I came out here to try to meet a wizard. Are either of you wizards?
Dell glances at her sword. Is just like, no, I'm afraid I'm not a wizard. No.
Oh.
If a bunch of goblin mafia types come in, I'm absolutely a wizard, the most powerful you've ever heard of.
Goblin what now?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Around now,
You're like
you
a
hear
goblin
some yelling and cursing coming from the kitchen. And you see Desmond storming out and heading behind the bar, grumbling to himself. You take a look at him for a moment. He's fiddling with something, and then he goes, "What? No!" Stands up and marches straight over to you guys. Goes down to his elbows on the counter, on the table, leaning over and says, so we have a
Desmond, what's
problem.
wrong?
All of our spoons are missing. We can't serve any of our soup. But it's more than that.
Oh
I have a selection of very nice silverware that was given to me by the king of Farnelia himself, and I keep it in a locked box behind the bar, and even all of those spoons are gone. All of our spoons are missing. This has got to be some sort of feat of wizardry, or some sort of master thief is behind this.
no! Spoon wizards, definitely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
spooning is out, and it's all forking from here on through.
I like the
Full
way you
soup?
think, Curry. I'm gonna try that with what's my
Did we
wife's
just
name?
drink it out of
Well, I'll try that with
bottles?
Lizzie later tonight.
Okay.
Anyway, You guys want to make a deal? If you can find these missing spoons, I'll give you free soup for life.
But does the soup have carrots? Because I'm still allergic to carrots.
Oh, I didn't even ask Borsch. Hold on. And he jogs back to the kitchen.
Okay, thank you.
He jogs back. No carrots in it.
Oh,
He says
okay,
he says he can take them out. If he takes them out, it'll be fine, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We'll just spoon those out for you. Cool. So you guys will take the job?
Yeah.
Yes, why not?
Excellent.
This seems a worthy challenge to our abilities.
All right. So you guys are going to lead this investigation. And his voice gets low, and he looks around the tavern and goes, "Seal the doors and question everyone in here. One of the thieves could be in this very bar right now."
I'm
And then
on it.
he slowly slinks away back to the tavern, back to the bar.
Stanley rights himself up against the table, shooting his chair back and trying to look around and be immediately inconspicuous from the massive amount of conspicuity he just gave himself. Looks around stiffly and just sort of shuffles towards the door. Half sneaking.
There's
To the
a
best of his
front
abilities,
door
he
and a
just-
back door.
Yeah, he just goes towards the front door and hopes that someone else takes care of the back door. And
Sure. Okay. There are about
slowly
6 other
shut it
people in the
behind him.
tavern right now. It's in the morning, so some people have already gotten up and left. Some people haven't woken up yet. You guys are kind of in the middle of the crowd.
Perfect. All right. Door closed. Stanley starts to look out over the crowd. What does he see? Who are all these people?
There are a couple of people having drinks. There's one guy picking out a plate of potatoes and beans with a fork. And that's pretty much it. You notice that of the 6 people, there are 3 that are definitely fighters, 1 that's definitely a cleric, 1 that's definitely a wizard, and 1 guy that could be maybe like a merchant or a friend or a passerby or something.
So there's definitely a wizard here.
Definitely a wizard here.
Oh my god! I go straight up to his table.
All right,
All
the
right.
wizard is sitting
Hands
next
down.
to the passerby.
Excuse me.
Uh,
Excuse me.
yes?
Are you-
How may I help you?
Are you a wizard?
I am indeed.
Whoa!
Excuse me?
That's cool. Can
I'm
you
sorry,
like
I'm-
cast spells?
I can. Are you looking for someone to hire for some work?
What kind of spells can you cast?
I am a powerful wizard that should not be trifled with.
No, totally.
Is there something
man.
I can do to help you, sir?
I just never met a wizard before. This is so cool, man.
I see. Why don't you go buy me a couple of beers, and then we can come back and talk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Stanley goes and gets a couple of beers.
Okay.
Eleanor is just sort of sat there like, and then gets out her knitting and starts knitting a.
Please chip in 6 copper. But when you come back to see the wizard, he and his companion are gone.
Oh no, where'd they go?
Well, obviously they're wizards, so you know.
Oh, that's right.
Weren't we supposed to keep anyone from leaving?
Delanor and Curry, you saw them walk upstairs as soon as he turned around to go get the drinks. They just kind of like got up and walked away.
Stanley, oblivious, sets his
Yeah.
one of the mags in front of the chair that the wizard was sitting at, and then takes his seat at one of the other chairs and says
What
So
was
they
your
can-
name, young man, by the way?
to the table.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Chloe?
I asked sort of. It's like, young man, what was your name, by the way? I don't think I caught it.
Oh, I'm Stanley.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Del.
Hi, Del.
Hi, Stanley. So I think he magically vanished. I don't think he's there anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave his beer
He
there.
could
for
be
when you-
invisible. You might want to feel around. for
Yeah,
him.
yeah. No, I don't want to mess with the guy. He's a very powerful wizard. He's not to be trifled with. I'm just gonna leave his beer for him, and then he can take it whenever he needs it.
Oh, that's very nice
hands.
of you. That's very
Sip
nice
on the
of
mug.
you.
You hear
Sounds
Desmond clearing his throat loudly from the bar while polishing a mug and giving you guys like a sort of
We
look.
should probably perhaps investigate.
Yes,
Okay,
I can't investigate until I've monologued first.
I'll go on then.
Oh,
So,
It
how do
all
you think we should
started-
approach this investigation?
Hang on, you have to monologue first. It all started in the seediest bar in the seediest side of town. He walked up to my table, legs up to his armpits. Called him Desmond. He said his spoons had been taken. I hope it's not metaphorical like that last case where he said the spoons, where there was no spoon, and it turned out the spoon was inside me the whole time. It made it very difficult to sit. Anyway, let's get started here. Let's investigate.
all right, guys. How are you going to investigate?
Well, perhaps we should seal off the exits.
I already got the front door.
Okay, and
Eleanor
is the
will
front door and a back door
stand
here?
up and-
Front door, back door,
Right.
kitchen door, but you got to walk through the bar to get to the kitchen door.
Okay, well, Delanora will stand up and be like, "May I come behind the bar and close the door?"
Yeah, of course, of course. You know, I think the box was unlocked when I went to open it. It just the key. There's usually a little bit of resistance, but when I put the key in to open the box, I didn't feel it. Someone might have picked the lock or used a knock spell or something.
Wizards or thieves, then? You couldn't have left it unlocked, I'm assuming?
I have the only key, and I never opened this box. I was only going to get it because we were out of other spoons, and they're all missing. All of our spoons. Who would take our spoons? You don't
Somebody who
think?
would like spoons.
So
No,
first
but-
off,
Or is that only underpants? I can't remember.
No, they're just 200 pants, I think.
step 3, profit.
Big Ben's brothel's opening up next door, across the street. It's a soup shop. You don't think they have anything to do with
Brothel is
this?
a soup shop.
Well,
Maybe we
Big
should
Ben's
look for-
brothel.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna try and steal all the business with the catchy name. I don't think they'd stoop so low as to steal my spoons. I mean, how did they even know we were making Borsch's new recipe?
Perhaps Borsch is in on it.
No. You don't think Borsch would stoop to... Of course not. Borsch and I have been friends a long
Like-
time. He
Could
gave
I
up
talk to
his
Borsch?
entire life and moved out here with me. He wouldn't betray me for anything like that.
Okay. Could I talk to him?
Yeah, he's right there in the kitchen.
Okay. Delanora marches into the kitchen.
Who follows her? Because unless you're in the kitchen, you can't hear the conversation. Just up?
I'm gonna go to the kitchen just to make sure that the door's closed, and then also go to the back to make sure that door's closed too.
okay.
Crew
Crew, where are you going?
Bob, Glip Glop.
They are out, probably out in the front.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out the front door for them.
A few moments later, two hobgoblins come running in, tumbling over each other. One of them slips in the mud
Kobolds.
puddle before the door, splatting face first. The other runs over him. The first one gets up, chases after him, and now there's a big muddy path inside the bar.
All right, the two of you. I have a special mission for you today since we worked so well together last time.
Yes, sir!
All right, your mission is to be extremely helpful to anybody trying to leave out the back door. If they're trying to go out that back door, you will be really, really helpful to them. And in exchange, I will pay for your drinks.
Okay. We help back door. We help back door, men. And they
Excellent.
run to the back door and stand next to it. Eagerly
That
awaiting
should block
someone.
anybody from being able to get out the back door in any sort of sneaky fashion.
Perfect.
All right, back in the kitchen. Delanora. There is, what's his name there? Borsch. He's stirring a pot of stew that's on the stove.
Hello, you must be Borscht.
Good soup today.
I'm gonna look at Borscht. What does he look like?
He is an orc. He's 6 feet tall. He's green-skinned. He's got tusks. He's got an overbite. Got raggedy clothes that kind of smell a little bit, and you can almost see the fleas hopping off of him. He has a battle axe hanging from his... no, he doesn't have a battle axe hanging from his side anymore. He has an apron that... He's clearly not wearing a shirt underneath this apron, but he is wearing some sort of pants, and the apron ties behind him.
Burley.
Hello, I'm Delanora. You must be Borsch, yes?
Yeah, Sporsh. What do you need, Del?
Oh, yes, you know about the missing spoons, yes?
Oh, Desmond gave me an earful for it.
We're that's really loud when you adjust your headset. Oh my god. We're investigating it. So, so did you see any? Have you seen anything strange? Have you heard anything strange?
Nope. Got in just a little bit after Lizzie this morning, and I've been making soup ever since.
Where are the spoons usually stored?
He turns around and points to a large bamboo section that you see a couple of knives sticking out of.
I'll go over and sort of investigate it, see if I can see any clues.
Give me a perception check.
Oh god. Right. 11. Right. I've forgotten how to roll this shit as well. It's been so long since I've done shenanigans.
Slash roll or slash R space D20 plus perception score.
Okay. So plus 11. Right. Roll. Oops. God damn it. 1 D. Plus. Oh. Which I'll prefer to do the R. That would be a good idea. Whee!
Yeah, you look through it. It kind of just looks like a big bamboo pole with some stuff sticking into it. You don't notice anything unusual other than there's knives and forks, but no spoons.
Yes, there are definitely no spoons here.
Desmond had some others that he kept in a box. Silver
yes,
ones.
They've been stolen too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been stolen.
That's what he said.
And you've not seen or heard or smelt anything strange at all today.
I don't smell the kobolds yet. Still smells kind of clean.
I think I saw them come in actually. So. Yes. Well. Okay. Thank you then. Who else did you say was here? Sorry.
Lizzie came in. She opened up this morning. Brought me the squirrels.
I should probably talk to Lizzie as well. Who is Lizzie?
Desmond's daughter.
Desmond's wife.
Oh, right.
Elizabeth.
Wife, not daughter.
Yeah, wife.
Wait, what was the name of the daughter?
Leila's his daughter.
Layla, okay.
Right. Yes. Okay. I should definitely talk to Lizzie then. Yes. Yes.
I think she's out back cutting wood or something.
Okay. I'll head out back and talk to Lizzie.
Okay, you step out back. Give me a perception check, and we'll also switch over to Eric and Rob. What are you guys doing?
20.
I have the worst perception, but I will, regardless, try to look about for clues around the back. And also, what kind of a ceiling do they have in here?
It is a wooden ceiling, a flat wooden ceiling. There are 1, 2, 3,
Just the
4,
bottom of the floor above?
5. There are 5 poles, columns that reach up to support the ceiling. There's a little bit of diagonal beams that reach from the columns to the support different sections of the ceiling, but otherwise it's just flat wooden, 4x8s above you, or maybe 2x8s. Probably 2x8s.
Okay, I'm in general going to look around for clues, and just because I always heard that legendary story of at the college campus where they stole all the silverware in the cafeteria and then they just hid it above the ceiling panels in the same cafeteria, and nobody was able to find it even though the silverware was just 5 feet above their heads, I'm going to look around the ceiling as well.
Give me perception check,
Looking for
Rob.
clues. And I'm going to fail horribly because that's what my perception is like. But
It matters
You got
that you
this.
try, not that you succeed.
We believe in you.
it's a false belief.
Fantastic. You search around, and at first you see nothing other than the muddy kobold prints and normal ceilings. Stanley, what are you up to?
Well, Stanley knows that his wizard's obviously disappeared. And since he's disappeared, he obviously has disappearing magic. So, even if he didn't intentionally make the spoons disappear and steal them, maybe some catastrophe or some wildness has gone on that has caused the spoons to disappear. So he's gonna
Spell
start
gone awry.
like moving his hand through the table, and when he doesn't find them there, he's gonna just start looking around and try and find the wizard to see if he can ask him some questions about what he's been up to.
You start scooting around the room as Rob's searching the other part of the room, and eventually you end up coming to someone's table where people are sitting, and you're like, you've searched everywhere else. The only places you haven't searched are these tables. So you start like poking around this area, and the people push themselves away and stand up and go, "Oh, excuse me."
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me.
They get up.
Have you seen a wizard anywhere?
Whatever, kid. Just go away.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse
They
me.
push themselves away from the table and walk over to the bar. Desmond comes over to the two of you at one point when you're near proximity, or he pulls one of you to the other and goes, "Start questioning the patrons. Maybe one of them has it. Them."
Oh,
How many are there just by chance?
He looks back to the bar where there are 4 people standing.
How many spoons are missing?
We had about 20 silver ones and about 30 copper ones. Don't worry, we wash them. Borscht is great at dishes.
So we're looking for someone who has 60 spoons clanking about.
Could have them in their rooms. Maybe they've got them in a bag of holding. You'd never hear them in there.
that's true.
We'd also never find them in there. And if they could afford a bag of holding, why would they steal spoons? Since
I'm not
bag
the
of
lead
holding
investigator on this one. I'm
worth
just
enough
telling you.
to build a spoon fort so big you could keep a ladder fort inside it.
He turns around and walks away, clearly overwhelmed by your logic. Or something. Maybe he's just cranky.
All right. Well, Desmond, can you get us into their rooms to check them out and look for clues?
I'll take the wizard's room.
He comes back to you a few minutes later with a set of keys and nonchalantly, places it in a pocket of yours while saying something about, "It's always good to have you around, Curry. It's nice to hear about your strange ways. Who's that god of yours again? Nelson?
Newton.
Newton. Wonderful fella.
Looking good, being smooth, gambling, and non-family friendly entertainment destinations.
Which
So,
is not
in fact,
Big Ben's brothel, everyone. It's just a
No.
soup kitchen. Don't bother wasting your time there." He
That's
says,
true.
looking around.
Yeah, I heard their soup even has carrots.
True, Big Ben's broth. And so, for example, in a bar, you can do something that you can't do over at the brothel, which is you can say, "Round on the house, around for everyone on me. Beers all around for everybody."
Desmond goes back to the
Also, you
bar.
can shout that up the stairs. "Beers all around for everybody."
All right, Desmond goes back to the bar and starts pouring beers. Let's flip back to Delanora. I have such a hard time remembering your name. Outside, you see Lizzie chopping some wood with a big axe.
Hello, Lizzie. Hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going? You're what's your name again? Del.
Delanora.
Right.
Yes, we're investigating the disappearance of your spoons.
Our spoons are missing.
Yes.
Did Crewbarb take them?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it's the first place I'd check. What can I do to help?
I was just wondering if you'd seen or heard anything strange. Really, I'm investigating. So Desmond asked us to investigate the disappearance of the spoons. Silver ones are gone too.
The silver spoons are gone. What?
Yeah, yes. But only the spoons, none of the rest of it. Very strange.
She shakes her head. I haven't seen or heard anything strange. Do you know when they went missing?
Quite recent. Well, this morning sometime, I'd imagine. Not sure when, though. We ordered soup and there were no spoons to be had.
Well, I always found in my investigations it's good to establish a timeline, figure out who could have interacted with objects at what points in time and when they were last seen and when they were first discovered missing. Kind of build a timeline of events. That's how I went about doing mine. But whatever. I'm sure you know how you do your things.
Mostly just ask questions until somebody tells the truth.
Well, anyway.
Last
good
time
luck.
I just seduced a lot of chambermaids until everything fell in my lap.
Okay. Well,
That
I'm
one
gonna
worked
sort of
really
like-
well for me.
Yeah, Delanora's going to sort of like put her hands on her hips and look around and see if she can see any footprints or anything like that in the mud. And
Yeah, there are some strange footprints in the mud, actually.
Oh.
You have stumbled upon your first clue.
a clue, my word.
Yes.
Um,
If you take a look
Raging
at
clue.
the map, I will show you your first clue.
It's a big thing saying.
Is it our
a
first
dog?
clue, really?
Yes, it is your first clue.
A dog has been here, or possibly a wolf.
A werewolf.
Actually, technically, I guess you have two clues. You also have the box of silverware, because you know that was unlocked. Although you don't know anything else about it yet, so maybe it's like a half
Well-
clue.
Dogs aren't good at picking locks.
But what about foxes?
Are you
Could
actually
be
outside
fox
with me, by the way?
No, he's not.
Right. Interesting. Do they look like dog footprints, by the way?
They look like the footprints you see before you.
Okay, which is
Do
probably
you have
dog.
if you have a tracking proficiency, I can tell you what type of print that is. But if
Okay.
you do not have a tracking proficiency, you must deal with this as you can.
Oh god, I don't think.
I have a hunting proficiency.
Not the same.
Where the fuck are my proficiencies? Where are my proficiencies? Oh god, I don't even.
Second page of your character sheet. Top middle.
Oh right, no. Oh yeah. No, I just have endurance and rope use, which is not particularly useful in this endurance and rope use.
Although it does
so-
have its applications.
Yeah. So you see
Yes.
these prints, and as you're looking around, you also
Well,
notice
she's not
that.
an idiot, so she's probably going probably dog.
Yeah.
You know.
You also notice that a fence nearby seems to be knocked over slightly.
I'll turn to Lizzie and be like, how long has that fence been knocked over for?
She scratches her head. I don't know. Actually, I didn't notice it until now. I guess it was fine. Yesterday. Tim over there always keeps it orderly.
Was it particularly windy last night?
I don't know. Borscht locked up. I went to bed early.
Well, something to bear in mind. Interesting. Okay then. I should probably go and see what the others have discovered then. I'll head back inside.
Right, Corey and Stanley, who are in not the right places at all. We'll get that fixed post haste.
We're in the wrong places?
On the overlay, you were in each other's places.
Oh no,
Oh.
Rob! I didn't know your name was Eric. That's so cool.
Yes, we've got a lot of them. It's the name now.
Yeah. Did you know that my name's Rob? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure because I heard you were temporarily Eric.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Okay,
sure
there we go.
Where the rest of the time.
We're back to where we need to be. Okay. All right. Well, Stanley, he's gonna get the at least the wizard's key from his companion, and he's gonna head upstairs and start knocking on doors, saying, "Hello, Mr. Wizard."
Hang on. Let the free drinks do their work.
Oh, okay.
Is everybody coming down, getting their free drinks, coming away from their rooms?
Actually, 5 people come downstairs, kind of hustling and bustling a little bit more, going, someone was calling the first round of drinks is free?
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. What's the occasion?
The occasion is Shenanigans is so much better than the brothel next door.
There's a brothel opening next door?
No, it's just full of disappointment and hot liquids, which I guess makes it actually pretty close to a brothel. No,
Sounds like my sort of joint.
It's kind of a tease. It sounds like it's going to be something, and then they serve soup.
It's a broth, L.
Oh.
Yes, like I said, hot liquid and disappointment.
Alright, I definitely need one of those free drinks
here,
now.
free drinks. So
No.
Shenanigans for the win.
Okay, pretty soon there are 9 people downstairs. Desmond
Including
at
the
some
wizard?
point, including the wizard, Desmond at some point does note to, there were 10 people here last night. Either one person left early or there's someone still upstairs.
I'm gonna scan the crowd and see if the wizard came back down.
He is downstairs. He's in the middle of the pack talking to the merchant.
All right, let's go upstairs and investigate.
Okay, you lead the way.
All right. Are you coming up, Delanor?
I am. Yes.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go to the first room. We'll do this methodically. Who's in the? What do we find in the first room?
The first room is empty. Looks like someone slept in the bed, but the room is empty.
I'm
All
going to
right.
pull back the
Anything
covers.
No, it's pretty much just empty.
Weird stains and nothing else.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
look around. I'm going to investigate as best I can, searching, looking under the bed, looking everywhere. I'm going to fail because it's my perception roll, but I came close to not failing.
I'll do a perception roll. I'll look around as well.
Yes, yeah. Stanley sees everyone else looking around, so he says, "Hey, why not?" And joins in. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Very well.
nice going, Garth.
You poke around the room and come across nothing.
What a waste.
But very
of
definitively.
Yeah. What a waste of a good roll.
It's not that big of a room. The 3 of you tear it apart 3 times, and none of you find anything. It's
All right, on to the next room. What do we find in there?
the room is locked.
We have the key.
Okay, you unlock it, open the door, and as you do so, a man leaps out of bed, scrambling for a short sword.
And pull out my sword too.
All right,
face.
pretty
Whoa,
soon.
whoa.
Pretty soon, swords are drawn. There's a naked man standing in the
Whoa.
back of the room, saying, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
What are you doing here?
Wait, you're not me.
wait.
This isn't my room.
We're investigating the disappearance of some spoons.
Oh, for the love of God! He drops the sword onto its point and goes down on one knee, clutching his forehead. You guys scared the shit out of me. Have you ever heard of this thing called knocking? Knocking?
I thought this was my room. So sorry about that.
Fuck.
Yeah, I thought it was my room.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. Have
You
you?
guys share a room?
No,
Do you share a room? What?
I
Well,
thought it
depends on how much we've had to drink.
was it. Oh, I guess if I drink a lot, I don't have money to pay for my room, so that makes sense. Yeah.
I
Okay.
never drink that much. So anyway, sir, have you seen any spoons anywhere? Have you heard anything? We're investigating some fairly valuable spoons have gone missing. We've been asked
Spoons.
by the innkeeper to investigate. Silver spoons.
Spoons. No, I haven't seen any spoons.
Oh, okay. Did you hear any mysterious noises last night or anything?
That's the kind of thing someone who stole the spoons would say.
Oh, for goodness sake. Really, Curry? Really?
Mysterious noises?
Anything?
Doesn't
A
have to
fence
be
was knocked
mysterious.
over in the garden last night. Did you hear any fences being knocked over? Dogs barking?
Yeah, there was a dog barking last night.
Oh.
Barking very loudly. I didn't hear anything else. Just the normal pitter-patter of people moving around.
Like, when do you think the dog was barking? Do you think?
A little before sunup. I remember because I
okay.
couldn't get to sleep for another hour afterwards or so, and when I could, the sun was already starting to come through the blinds. And then I finally got to go to sleep until someone barged into my door and drew their sword on me.
Well,
Really, you did that?
You did.
Oh,
well, technically, sir, you did
Yes.
draw your sword first,
Sorry.
but it was a great misunderstanding. We'll leave you to sleep now. I'm terribly
It's
sorry.
okay,
sir.
it's okay. He goes back under the covers.
Sleep well, sir.
good night. Do you want me to come tuck you in?
No!
Staley puts his sword away and starts moving to tuck the man in.
Oh no, he's fine. He's
He-
fine. Just leave him. Leave him, dear. It's all right.
Okay, just a quick.
He doesn't
There-
resist.
All right, tuck. You're. Good night. Good morning.
Go away.
So good news, folks. That means that if one person was missing and we found him, all the other rooms should be empty.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yes, excellent.
Okay.
But yes, I should probably tell. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you as well. There's yes, checked outside the back. Lizzie didn't hear anything, but a fence had been knocked over, and there was some, I think, dog footprints, and he heard a dog barking, so it's probably a dog.
Excellent. Yes, the dog stole the
Although,
silverware.
well, it's a clue.
And
Maybe a dog
we're
was
going
barking
to be
at the person
on
who
that.
stole the silverware.
Actually, this completely opens up a new line of investigation for us. Let us just finish investigating up here, and then I have an idea.
Does it
Oh.
involve? Does it involve talking to dogs?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
you-
sounds interesting.
Let's finish investigating the rooms up here, though.
Certainly.
Stanley seems real jazzed that he's gonna get to talk to dogs because this is magic, and magic is obviously wizards.
All right.
So next room.
Well, the remaining of the rooms, none of them have any people in them. Two of the rooms have backpacks.
All right, let's examine those backpacks.
You rummage
Eleanor
through
would be like,
people's
There's
belongings.
absolutely
I
no
don't
chance the
feel-
spoons are going to be in there because this would be the world's shortest adventure, but let's check them out anyway.
Yeah, Delano was going to be. I don't think we should be going through people's personal belongings. You know, I mean, I know we're investigating a robbery, but really, do you think we should be really going through people's backpacks? I mean, I just.
They can go through my backpack if they want. It's okay.
Yes, I think it's only fair. We'll go through their backpack, and they have the freedom to go through Stanley's backpack. Thus,
Yeah.
karmic balance.
Right, it's a good system.
Okay. Okay.
We're not going to take anything.
No, that would be stealing.
Oh, this is true. And I would have to come down on you very hard if you were stealing.
You do come across a pile
Yes,
of platinum
come down
in
on
the
us
bottom
hard.
of one of these backpacks. In the bottom
Pile
of a
of what?
pocket of one of these backpacks is a pile of
Ooh.
platinum.
Wow, that guy's
pile
really
of
well
plat-
off.
Platinum.
Good for that guy, making his way
Well,
in your world.
that's not a spoon. I'll leave that alone.
You find some gems in another one. They're small garnets. A whole bag of them.
Wow, there's so many rich people staying at this inn. I
Just
didn't
out of
even.
curiosity, whose room is this?
You don't know. It's just room number 30. No, A6. A6.
Okay, we'll have to ask. Just, I don't know that it's relevant because they're not spoons, but in case it's important that there's a wealthy person with a lot of money here.
The
A6.
platinum was A4. The garnets are A6.
Ah, okay.
Why are rich
I'm
people
not
staying
taking
at this
anything.
inn? Is this like the only inn around, or is there a better inn somewhere?
Oh, Lord, no.
Okay, well,
There's a lot of better inns.
then why are rich people staying at this one?
That's curious, isn't it? Although this is a place for adventurers, so if they've got their money through adventuring, then they might be here.
Well, I like it here. I like it here. I think it's a very friendly place to be.
Oh, it is. It's just not the best inn. Even Desmond will tell you it's not the best inn. He told me that last week.
Oh, Desmond, he's such a card.
Desmond's a cool guy.
I like Desmond.
All right.
I
You
need to give him
come.
some socks. He loved them.
You come to back downstairs to find everyone having a drink and chatting amicably by the bar.
All right. I will go outside from it. Go Scrapper.
Scrapper comes bounding over from wherever he was sleeping.
I have a job for you, Scrapper. And so we'll go back behind the bar. First, I'll try to get him sniffing around the silverware.
He comes upon a pile of dead mice and starts sniffing at them. There's like a little stack of dead mice underneath the shelf that the lockbox that had the spoons was on. And you've
Stack
come
of dead
across
mice.
your, depending on how you want to count it, 5th or 6th clue.
How many dead mice? It makes a stack.
I don't know, was that like 20?
I wasn't aware of
25?
the stack.
30? It's like a pile of mice.
Okay. Wait, did you put a picture of dead mice up here?
I put a
there
picture of
we
a
go.
pile of
Yeah.
mice. They're probably dead, but they might be alive. I don't really know. I didn't pay too much attention.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Interesting. Rhubarb.
No one go back door. I help so much.
Excellent. Rhubarb, you are doing yeoman's work. Anyway, are these your mice by any chance?
He scampers over, shakes his head, goes, no. Desmond
Are
says,
these Flip-Flop's mice?
Desmond says, those might be Aristotle's. I asked her to teach her cubs how to hunt here. That might be their work from hunting.
Oh,
Rhubarb, would you
where
take
is
this
our job?
outside, please? And Rhubarb takes the plate.
Interesting.
And
So
tosses
where
them
were they
outside.
exactly?
Who?
The dead mice?
They were on behind the bar on like the bottom shelf.
On the shelf. A shelf of dead mice.
Yeah, they're actually piled on a little plate.
I look around for the paper with the letter grade from the health inspector.
There is none, thankfully.
That explains a lot.
This is great coming after your discussion about best inn in town.
I go, all right. So I'll give Scrapper a little treat. He did a
You
good
excited
job.
by it?
And let's
You-
go
you asked
outside.
Scrapper- Wait.
Yes?
Let's ask Scrapper if he was barking last night.
You could.
Well, you could. It's your dog.
I could too. Scrapper, were you barking last night?
Woof, woof!
What were you barking at?
Woof, 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 woof.
I'll take him over to the footprint. Scrapper, were you barking at that?
Bob's outside. He goes,
Is that Scrapper's footprint by any chance?
It is not Scrapper's footprint. Scrapper. What type? Wait, actually, what type of dog is Scrapper?
It's like a Great Dane. He's a big battle dog, a war dog. So basically, he's Scooby-Doo.
We're in good hands then.
If you like
This. It might be. This is Scrapper's footprint. You can make the decision for yourself. Scrapper's a pretty big sized dog, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a war dog.
For some reason, I had an image of Scrapper as a small, like a border collie or something.
No, he's two hit dice of war dog. Like I said, he was a lot tougher than I was at the beginning.
Yeah.
I go, if only we had access to an expert tracker. Lizzie?
She comes over from her wood chopping. What do you need, Coors?
Hello, Lizzie. We're investigating the case of the missing spoons for your husband here, and we were noticing these tracks out here. Now, the one over there, that would be Scrapper's. The one over here, we're trying to determine, is this also one of Scrapper's, or is that something else?
Definitely not one of Scrapper's. No, you're looking at a feline of sorts. Large one.
Oh.
Maybe like
How
a tiger?
large feline? A tiger.
A small tiger, maybe.
A small tiger. Oh, who would want to run into a large tiger here in the middle of the temperate forest?
You don't think shit, I've forgotten the cat's name. What's her name
Aristotle.
again? Don't think. Wait, you don't think Aristotle's paramour was visiting her, do you?
Aristotle. Oh, you mean the lion that she shacked up with? Didn't you guys
Or
kill
perhaps it
him?
was- Oh, well, I wasn't there.
I think that lion was killed.
Okay, so maybe it was Aristotle.
She did have that litter of half lion cubs recently.
And she can't get very big.
Shields up, weapons
Can get rid of it,
online.
yes.
I see. Scrapper, can you help us backtrack? Let's go have a discussion with Aristotle.
Okay, you don't actually know where Aristotle
Well, that's what
is.
Scrapper's for. Asking if Scrapper can backtrack, can track Aristotle for us.
Let's see, can Scrapper find Aristotle? No, Scrapper cannot find Aristotle.
Do these tracks go over
that-
to, say, the big fence?
Aristotle, are you there?
They do head generally in the direction of the knocked over fence.
All right, so I'm thinking this is either Aristotle or Swiper.
Oh, this is not the complete map. Never mind. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I was just looking at that map going, ooh, look, a map.
Yeah, but it's
That's
a
not the
wrong
right
map. It is. It does not have all the updated information. It's also not important.
All of it's important. So, well, since Lizzie seems to know so much about the comings and goings and doings of Aristotle, Lizzie, do you know where we could find Aristotle? Scrapper has failed at his duty, unfortunately.
She used to live around here, but she hasn't been hanging out lately. I don't know where she and her kind have wandered off to. They usually come around for milk at some point, though.
Maybe if we put a saucer of milk out, they'll come.
Yes, that sounds like the way to go. Bessie, where would we find Bessie, since we would want the best milk?
Oh, we get nightly deliveries from Bessie. So there should probably still be some left from last night.
Excellent. Let's get some best Bessie milk.
Borscht can
And,
show you where it is.
All right, so we'll go inside. Borscht, my good orc. We need to attract Aristotle. So for that, we need the best milk, and I think you know what that is.
Some Bessie milk, huh?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's right over. What the hell? He says, lifting
tell
up
me
a
it has not been
container.
stolen by intruders from the Underdim again.
All the milk is missing.
Is there a tunnel to the Underdim? I thought we closed that up.
Borscht shakes his head. I don't think so.
Missing milk, giant cat footprints. I have a feeling that Aristotle's kittens might be involved in this.
Or it could be the draw. they've played this game before.
I think teen delinquents. That's what I think.
That is usually the answer.
Kids these days, I don't know. Oh dear. Right.
Yes, like that recent, economic slowdown, 2008 delinquents.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to get milk from the source.
Well, I used to milk cows back on the farm when I was younger. Yes.
All right, let's go find Bessie. Where does Bessie stay these days?
Bessie is down the road, about half mile.
All right, shall we go to Bessie herself?
I think
See
it's
what she
about
has
this
on
time.
tap.
I think it's about this
Yeah.
time.
Strap on
that-
my shield. Make sure my armor's all nice and. Make sure my arm in a bag is like.
I think it's about this time that Curry and Dell realize that Stanley is not with them and has not been with them for like the past however long they've been outside. Stanley,
Where is
in the meantime,
Stanley?
Stanley
Teen
is
delinquents. They
upstairs.
stole Stanley.
Oh damn it! Ugh.
Stanley is still upstairs. He's looking very carefully at the hallway and particularly at the floors to see if there's any fresh mud on like the carpets or the rug or anything.
Give me a perception check.
All right.
You don't notice any mud. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It looks pretty normal.
I should probably catch up to those guys then. And then it's about this moment, immediately after noticing Stanley's not there, that Stanley shows up. Oh, hey guys, what's up? What are we doing?
Oh.
You got away from those delinquents, eh?
We're going milking. Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh. Cool.
Okay. The party heads off to go find Bessie and get some fresh milk. But we are going to take our first break here on Shenanigans, and we'll see you all in 3 to 5 minutes. Take care.
See you then.